You don't think about the safety they provide. All you think is, I can't wait till I get to an age where I can live by my own rules. That's what we start to think. Why? Because now we starting to feel a little bit of independence. Probably went, got you a job, you know, probably somebody like you, probably like somebody. People starting to tell you how fresh your clothes is. Starting to get your own identity, right? You're not calling on your Abba, your Imam no more. Now you're starting to feel yourself. You start to get these ideas that you can handle this world on your own and forsake the very people who brought you up with love and tender care. Let me get Sirach chapter 11 and verse 25. Because we have to understand something. We were bondmen in Egypt. We weren't, it wasn't like we had stocks and shares in the land of Egypt and we were getting dividends. No, we were slaves with hard labor given unto us each and every day to build up Egyptian kingdom, the world power at the time. No different than today. I just seen a clip and Donald Trump was listing off all of the things that Americans invented. You want to know what nation was at the hand of that? Israel. But they get to take credit for it because we are on their soil, right? We're under their hands. So whatever it is that we do, they can take and say, no, we did it, right? We did it. Because you work for me. No matter what you say, you work for me. Read that.
Fine. This is the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 and verse 25.
Chapter 11 and verse 25. Read.
In the day of prosperity.
In the day of prosperity. Read.
There is a forgetfulness.
There's a what?
A forgetfulness.
There's a forgetfulness. Read.
Of affliction.
Of what?
Of affliction.
How many of us ever been sick? You seek the physician. The physician tell you what to take. But for a certain amount of time. I want you to take this 3 times a day for 7 days. If you take it for 2 days and you feel fine, do you finish out the last 5? You're like, I'm good, I'm feeling good. Right? I don't need to keep taking this stuff. And then guess what? A week later, now you're back in the same predicament. Because it started to fight it off, but it didn't totally destroy it. Right? Whatever was causing you that ailment, those herbs you started to take, those good things that you were feeding your body at that moment, started to fight it. So the symptoms started to flee. But guess what? Because you didn't totally destroy it, it regained its strength and it attacked you again. Read.
And in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity.
And in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity. Now, here's the thing with the Most High, man. For those of us who've been in the truth for a minute, we know this. But for those of you who are just coming in, listen carefully. The Most High will bring you out of your lower state. And you will be feeling yourself. But once He brings you back to that lower state, if you done got high and mighty of yourself, because now you're out of the dust, He will keep you in that dust 10 times longer than before. You will get that thing out of your spirit that made you high and mighty when He took you out of the dust the first time. Oh, He's going to get it out this time. It's just like in the garden, right? Everything was freely given. We good. We was vibing with the Most High. We wanted to go and do our own thing. Get out. Now get it out of the mud. Right? Now go ahead and get it out of the mud. And look how long our people has been suffering in the Americas, in the West Indies, all throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Because in the book of Judges, we would sin against the Most High. They'll send us in captivity for like 7, 8 years maybe. And we'll get out. Right? We get out, we sin again, send us back another 7, 8. Ain't nobody know a good old 400, 500 year captivity was coming up. Ain't nobody know that. Right? We think, hey, you know, most I just do a little bit, do a little 7, 8 years, ain't nothing. You know, crying to the Most High after a while, you know, and then we out of here. We thought we knew the program. We thought we had them figured out. Just like we do with our parents. I know she ain't gonna say nothing. I know my father not gonna do nothing. My mother not gonna say nothing to me. And then you realize there's a judgment that you never received before. Now you crying, you begging for mercy. But it's not out of sincerity. It's just the fact that now you have a judgment you realize it's gonna cleave onto you. Like it says in Deuteronomy 28. Read. Oh,
that's a lot. I just wanted to add to that. Is it very similar to, we got brothers and sisters out there in the world that we know, they be, in and out of jail. They do that little time and kind of out, it ain't nothing but 2 years. I can do that. That ain't nothing. And they keep doing that crime. They keep being wicked. And then until they get bam, and they can get like 30 or 40 years, then it's a different story. They didn't learn their lesson.
That's exactly what I was thinking about as I was speaking, man. Growing up, in the places we grow up, then you hear the brothers on the block, the older dudes, man, I go to jail for this, I'll go to jail for that. And in my mind, I used to believe them. I used to be like, oh, that makes sense. Hey, go to jail for a little spliff, go to jail for this, ain't nothing, they just gonna give me a... But when them police looking at you, ready to take you, you like, nah, I don't wanna go to jail for this. Right? Right. But that's the type of mindset we have in our neighborhoods. That our life don't mean much anyway, so what's doing a little bit of time? Right? What's a couple of years? Right? Because trying to do things the right way ain't getting you nowhere. So I might as well try to go and do them this way so that I can at least try to get on the other side of that fence. Regardless of what the consequences may be. I have to try because this what I'm sitting in ain't good, man. I can't take this no more. Read.
Verse 26. For it is an easy thing.
For it is a what?
It is an easy thing.
It's an easy thing. Read.
Unto the Most High.
Unto the Most High.
In the day of death.
In the day of what?
In the day of death.
Read.
To reward a man according to his ways.
To reward a man according to his ways. So you know you're going to die. And it's an easy thing for the Most High to reward you. Either you're going to get rewarded for your wickedness or you're going to get rewarded for your righteousness. Either way, this is nothing hard for the Most High. The Most High, you're not going to be sitting before the Most High, Hamashiach and Habashai, and they're going to have to scratch their head and rub their beard and figure out what to do with you. No, they know exactly what it's going to be. But you don't know what it's going to be. That's the whole point. You do not know what judgment you are going to receive. You have to pray and hope that it's a righteous one, right? Because if the Most High bring evil upon you, well, you know it was because of what you did. Read.
Verse 27. The affliction of an hour,
right,
maketh a man forget pleasure.
Just like the saying go, right? You could throw your whole life away in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes. One decision you made in your anger, right, or in your emotions, then took away everything that you done built up. That one split decision that you made, man, split second decision that you made, take away your whole life. How many of our brothers and sisters are in jail just because of that? Wishing, reminiscing every single day that they did not make that decision. All the pleasures that they were able to enjoy. Because now, being able to just get up and go to the store, that's a pleasure. But they don't have it. But they got to get up, they on lockdown, 23 hours a day, get 1 hour. 1 hour? Imagine you got 24 hours, you can live it up. Now you get 1 hour to just go and do a few things. And you go right back in the cell. Read.
And in his end, his deeds shall be discovered.
And in his what?
His deeds shall be discovered.
And in his end, his deeds shall be discovered. So when it's all said and done, you got to remember, the Most High is the only judge. The only judge. Give me 2nd Ezra 16 and 67, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
16?
Yeah. Make sure that's right. Yeah, come read that.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 67.
Right.
Behold, the Most High himself.
The Most High who?
The Most High himself.
The Most High himself, read.
Is the judge.
Is the judge. The Most High himself is the judge, read.
Fear him. Leave off from your sin.
Read.
And forget your iniquities.
And forget your what?
Your iniquities.
Read.
To meddle no more.
To meddle no more. Read.
With them forever.
To meddle no more with them forever. Now we just got out of, we finished that real quick.
So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble.
We just finished having the Day of Atonement. We just finished having the Day of Atonement 5 days ago. Where we swore up and down, Yahweh, that thing that I've been doing, I'm going to stop. That spirit that I've been dealing with is no more. But just like we just read in Sirach, that affliction that we had on that one day, it makes you forget your prosperity. Or in this sense, it made you forget all of the pleasure that you had with this sin. But as soon as the Day of Atonement is over, you start thinking back to it. Man, do I really want to give that up? All right? I mean, I did kind of get a clean slate with the Most High. Let me continue, in my sin a little bit, and then in a month or two, I'll stop. I just attest, that's how I used to think when I first came into the truth. Oh, clean slate? Oh, say less. Right? Say less. And then I started to grow in wisdom, and I said, that's not how you deal with the Day of Atonement, right? You really reflect on the way that you've been treating the Lord, and you get right with Him, because He is the judge alone. It's by His standards, His laws, statutes, and commandments that we are going to be judged, not by man's. And the reason why I'm going to all of this is because, and I'm using jail as an example, because when someone is in there, that's when they really start to think about what it is that they did. When they're in that lower state, that's when you can finally speak to them and their ears are open. You want to know why? Because they don't have business with anything else. They are locked down. They are a prisoner. You cannot freely move. So now all of the wisdom that you were trying to tell them beforehand, now they start to receive it. But guess what? You don't know if you're ever going to be able to put this into practice, because you don't know if you're going to get out or not. Them people will extend your court date for years. They're supposed to see you in 3 months. Now it's been 3 years. Right? You think that people care about you? When COVID hit, nobody had their hearings. Sit down. Oh, we could do it virtually. They probably did 1 a week. That was it. Go ahead.
So when we used to do prison ministry, that's what they used to do to the brothers. Like every 90 days.
So like, get them out. Go ahead.
So when we did prison ministry, that's what they were doing to the brothers.
Right.
Like, these brothers hadn't been convicted of anything, but you had brothers that were in there sitting for 4 and 5 years. And they had to promise them by law that they have to do every 90 days, they have a court hearing. But what they do, they just keep pushing it back. We don't have enough evidence. We're not ready for the case to be tried. So you got a brother that's every 90 days, he see a judge, and they say, nah, we're not ready yet. And they do this for 4 or 5 years straight. There was a brother there, he was in there for 5 years, and they never convicted him of anything.
Yeah.
He's just sitting.
Just sitting. But see, probably in his mind, man, my court date in 9 days. People probably, mama probably calling him, telling him how he got to do better. Man, my mama be out in 4 months, so don't worry about me. No, sir. No, sir. Right? But now, guess what? In year 4, when his mama called him, now his ears open. Yeah, ma, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man, I was just moving crazy. Then you start to hear all the responses. But you know what his mama thinking? When he can get out, he gonna go right back to it. And the Most High already know. Your mama having a thought. She don't know if he is or not, but the Most High know how you gonna move. You know how you gonna move. Make sure you don't move crazy, because the Most High is the judge alone. Right? So let's keep that in mind. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 1. Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
All the commandments.
You say what?
All the commandments.
All the commandments, read.
Which I commanded thee this day, shall ye observe to do, that ye may live.
That ye may what?
That ye may live.
That ye may live. We use that term today, man. I'm just trying to live life. I just want to live good. I just want to have the good life. All right. When Kanye came out with that song, and that was the anthem. Welcome to the good life, man. I think about all the pleasures now he had from when he was in the hood to now. Read.
And multiply, and go in and possess the land which the Most High sware unto your fathers.
Read.
And thou shalt remember all the way which the Most High that power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness.
He said, you got to remember, you got to recall to mind how the Most High led you in this wilderness. You were slaves. I took you to a barren land. It's not like it's fruit trees just hanging around. They had to depend and trust that the Lord is going to feed them every day for 40 years. I'm only 32. They was in this wilderness longer than I'll be alive. And I have to just think, if I depended on the Lord to feed me every day since I was a baby till now, what type of reverence would I have? That's why the Most High tell you, honor your mother and your father, man. Respect your elders. Because since the day you was born, there was somebody looking out for you. May not have been the person you expected, but if you still here today, somebody was looking out for you. And we understand it's the Lord, man. How many times you been short on paying the bill? The Most High make a way. How many times you thought you wasn't going to have nothing to eat? The Most High make a way. And now the Most High has brought back his people amongst each other. And guess what? If you hungry and a brother find out that you ain't telling nobody, you going to get rebuked for being prideful. Because we don't do that around here. You hungry, come holler at us. You need something, come holler at us. Because the Most High is providing for the nation, not just an individual. He's providing for the whole nation. This is for everybody to recall to mind. Read.
To humble thee.
To what?
To humble thee.
To humble thee. To humble thee. I always think about King Manasseh. King Manasseh decided he wanted to build idols. He wanted to build high places. And what did the Most High do? The Most High sent those Assyrians and to take King Manasseh and put him in a dungeon. Now imagine, let's say you living in a penthouse on South Beach one day, right? And the next day Elam or got you in one of his caves, man, right? Telling you about to go on a suicide boat, right? Yeah, that's how it happens. You was on a penthouse and might chilling. Most High took you out of there, now you somebody captive. The Most High brought us through that wilderness to humble us. Because what happened to that generation that came out of Egypt? It was prideful. The Most High said, y'all gonna die right here. Right here. Y'all gonna die. But the children I was born in the wilderness had a different spirit. Because they peeped, man, them boys just got killed, man. Right? They grew up seeing the judgment of the Lord. And we really not moving until these people die off. We read about Moses earlier. Once I said go up in that mount, go up Mount Nebo and die. The Most High brought us through that so that we could be humble in his sight. To understand that he is our power. Read.
And to prove thee.
And to what?
And to prove thee.
And to prove thee, read.
To know what was in thine heart. Whether thou wouldest keep his commandment or no.
Whether thou would keep his commandments or not. Now, like we brought out earlier, we even reminisced how it was in Egypt. We had the flesh pots. Yeah, we were slaves, but, you know, probably had somewhere to party, had some good food. We was good. So right now, we in our lower state. And even in that, we still having a hard time to listen. We murmuring against the Most High. We murmured against our leader, Moses. But the Most High wanted to show you your heart and how you really go. Because when Moses finished reading them commandments, we all consented with one voice that we would do what the Lord said. And the Most High said, okay, I heard you, but we're going to spend a couple more years out here in this wilderness, right? And see if you're really going to do what you said you was going to do. Read.
And he humbled thee.
And he what?
And he humbled thee.
Oh, he definitely humbled us, man. He definitely humbled us. We lost battles when we wanted to fight on our own time. The Most High sent plagues. And the only person to stop it was Aaron and Moses. He consumed brothers and his household with fire, and then made shields out of their censers as a memorial. The Most High had a very humbling experience towards us in that wilderness. And that's what the Feast of Tabernacles is about. To make us understand who we are at heart. Humble people. When I see our people forgiving Esau for killing their child in the courtroom, trying to be righteous, right, and show the way, I think about it and say, yo, what other people would you know would do that, right? The Christian church has done a number on our people. They have convinced our people, the most humble people on earth, hey, listen, man, if your enemy kill your son, forgive him. He didn't mean to do it, right? He got a, mental insanity. But when it comes to the Most High, we don't have that humbleness, man. We want to ask the Lord, what did he do for us? We curse the Most High when we don't get the things that we want, or He takes something away from us. But then 10, 15 years later, you might be thankful that the Lord did that. Because you cannot have the foresight that the Lord has. You cannot counsel the Most High. The Feast of Tabs is a remembrance of the humility that the Most High instilled in us before we went into His house. I'm pretty sure all of us, before we went to one of our parents' friends' house or in that store, what they tell you? Don't embarrass me. Right? Do not embarrass me when we go in the store. Do not act up in front of these people. They're not playing. All of us heard that phrase before. That's the same thing the Most High was letting me know. When y'all go into this land, please do not play with me. Because I got something for you. So I'm going to humble you now so that I know I did right by my children in preparing them to go and inherit this land that I've got for them. I prepared them. Whether they execute or not, it's up to them. How many of us feel like that now as parents in this truth? You raise your children in this truth. They turn 20, they get different ideas. You did all you could do to prepare them to walk on their own. And they look at you and say, I got other plans. Alright? Because the security that they felt with you, the plagues, the destruction, all the things that the Most High has set for them was stayed. Because they had their parents as a covering. But once they go ahead and want to walk out of Abba door, want to forsake Imam, Most High say, I got you. Now I'm going to deal with you. Read.
And He humbled thee,
Uh-huh.
and suffered thee to hunger,
Read.
and fed thee with manna,
Right.
which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know,
Mm-hmm.
that He might make thee know that man doeth not live by bread only,
Right.
but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High doeth man live.
This right here, what word do I want to use? This right here describes the sincerity that the Most High has with us. Every other nation in the world can only live by bread because they don't have the words of the Most High. They don't know what makes Him happy. Neither can they fulfill these things that make Him happy. But He gave it to us sincerely because He wanted us to be holy as He is holy. Even in our low estate, the Most High is building us to be the greatest nation on earth. That is what He is building us up to do, to be the greatest nation on earth. How? By giving us His word. Because through that obedience, we are going to be able to subdue the very earth. That's how powerful the Most High's word is. Not only that, read.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4.
Right?
Thy raiment waxed not old upon thee.
Read.
Neither did thy foot swell these 40 years.
These 40 years, man. Imagine your raiment staying fresh, clean, pristine for 40 years. You know, that's why Yahweh Shai had to ask the disciples sometimes, how y'all don't understand? I'm doing miracles. I'm doing things that are mathematically improbable, that are physically impossible. I'm doing all of these things. Why do y'all still ask these questions? Y'all don't understand the Most High can do anything? All right? Y'all trying to break it down to a science. You're trying to figure out every single detail. Just understand the Lord can do it all. Once you right with the Most High, and you ask the Most High, and you believe what you ask for Him, and you keep in His commandment, give me 1 John 3 and 22. Hold that 1 John 3 and 22. Right? When you believe that you are going to receive the thing that you ask of the Most High because you keep His commandments, that's it. That's what Yahweh Shai was doing. Yahweh Shai believed when He touched this person, they was going to be healed. He never doubted it. Why would He? I have the Most High as my Abba. Why am I even doubting? Right? When they was in the ship and the storm was going crazy, the disciples ran to God. Hey, you gotta wake up. What you doing? You about to die. You're like, yo. So I came. Y'all believe I'm the Christ. Yahweh sent me down here to die in a shipwreck. Come on. Y'all boys not thinking. But nonetheless, what we see and what we feel, our emotions innately are going to kick in. That's why we have to rely back on the word. Because that's going to keep you stable. Read that.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 22.
Uh-huh.
And whatsoever we ask,
read.
we receive of him.
We receive of who?
Of him.
Of him, read.
Because we keep his commandments.
Because we do what?
Because we keep his commandments.
Because we keep his commandments, read.
And do those things that are pleasing in his sight.
And do those things that are pleasing in his sight. That's all the Most High wanted us to do in the wilderness. When we was hungry, the Most High say, why you just ain't ask? When we was thirsty, why you just ain't ask? Right? He didn't say, hey, put a show on for me, right? Do a dance. No, just ask. That's it. You think I took you out of Egypt to bring you here to starve? No. Obviously, I know you need food. I'm the one who created you. I made your stomachs. Right? I made everything about you. You don't think I know you need this? So we got to get our attitudes right, family. How do we really deal with the Most High day in and day out in our prosperity? When he's giving us the things that we ask for. How do we deal with the Most High? Do we put him on the back burner and say, I'm good? Right? Because you learn real quick, the Most High will take everything away from you. Everything. And you just know he gave it to somebody else. He just ain't take it away and throw it. No, he gave it to somebody else. Since you wanted to play. And now you out here thinking, man, what out of the billions of people in this world, who got my blessing? Right? You start to think like, I just know he gave it to somebody else. It was me. I had it. I had the finances. I had the family. I had good children. I had a great wife. I had a great husband. I messed it up. Because I wanted to get wallowed up in my own thoughts, man. I wanted to do everything that seemed pleasing unto me instead of pleasing unto the Most High. Let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 8.
And Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 5.
Read.
Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son,
read,
so the Most High thy power chasteneth thee. Therefore thou shalt keep the commandments of the Most High thy power to walk in his ways.
To walk in what?
To walk in his ways and to fear him.
Read.
For the Most High thy power bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains, and depths that spring out of valleys and hills.
Now remember, this description of the land is hitting our ears where there is no bodies of water around us. The Most High has to send rain for us to get water. We're in a barren land. We have to understand that. We are in a barren... If you was in the dust, let's say you just got evicted out of your house, you sleep in your car, and I say, I got a 4-bedroom, 6.5 bathroom, 2-car garage, security gate, cameras, and that sounded real good. You in your car, right? What I gotta do for it? Oh, just keep the commandments, no pressure, I got you. All right? You gonna agree quick. You gonna agree real quick to that, man. Because where I'm at right now, any place is better than here. So the Most High saying, listen, when y'all go here and y'all get this, take a real good look around, right? It's like those people who getting released from the prison. You look back at it, well, I ain't never coming here again. Or so they say, right? Because now you look out in front of you, you see all the freedom. But with that freedom, you are now able to make decisions that you necessarily couldn't have made when you was locked up. Right? Because now it's temptation dragging you right back in. Satan waiting. As soon as you get released, Satan waiting there for you. As soon as we got in this land, Satan said, yeah, I got them boys now. They in the good old land. They seeing all this riches, all these good trees. I got them now. I'm about to have a field day. I know these people. I know what they got going on. I'm going to have a field day. And that's exactly what he did. As soon as we got into that land, everybody started doing their own thing. As if we just didn't consent to the covenant that the Most High put before us. Read.
Verse 8. A land of wheat and barley,
right,
and vines, and fig trees,
read,
and pomegranates. A land of oil, olive, and honey. A land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness.
Eat bread without scarceness. Now, we may not even bat an eye at that, but I know one thing. Let Esau get on that television and say that a storm is coming. All right? You're going to buy that gas. The supermarkets are going to be cleared out. And you're going to be complaining, making videos on the internet talking about what you're going to give your child to eat. We've seen these things, right? We've seen these things. When that scarceness hit, our people panicked. Because they realized the power that we thought we had to do what we wanted to do is really controlled by other people. And that is just a subtle reminder, don't get too ahead of yourselves in this country that you are brought captives in. Don't get too ahead of yourselves. Because at a flick of a switch, we can take everything from you. Read.
Thou shalt not lack anything in it. A land whose stones are iron,
Right.
and out of whose hills thou mayest dig brass.
Read.
When thou hast eaten and art full, then thou shalt bless the Most High thy power for the good land which he hath given thee. Beware that thou forget not the Most High thy power,
Right.
and not keeping his commandments and his judgments and his statutes which I command thee this day.
Read.
Lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein, and when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied,
Right.
then thine heart be lifted up, and thou forget.
And thou for what?
And thou forget the Most High thy power,
Right.
which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
You going to forget the very power that brought you out of the land of Egypt. That out of the house of bondage. It wasn't just like you was just chilling and you just upgraded, right? You went from a 1-story to a 2-story. No. You went from living under a rock, right, to a mansion. We have to understand the level of upgrade we were given when we were in that wilderness going to our land. I don't think we comprehend that. Because I'm pretty sure once you sign for that house, you post a picture, I'm a homeowner now. Right? Because you upgraded. You acquired something in life. It's such a great achievement. But we look at going from being slaves to our own land, living in goodly houses, a land full with, we look at it as like, when you was the Most High, you chose us. You're supposed to do that. Right? That's how we look at it sometimes, right? You're supposed to do that. Sometimes you have arrogant children look at their parents and say, you're supposed to take care of me. I ain't asked to be here. You're supposed to do that. Right? And that's just a crazy statement to make. But look at the mindset of a children towards their parents. And that's how we got to look at the Most High. He is our Father. He loves us. But by no means is he going to allow us to disrespect him in his house, which is the whole earth. Whether we in Israel or not, in the whole earth, he is not going to allow us to disrespect him. The commandments, the laws, the statutes is what he gave us to follow, and there is no negotiation about it. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 31 and verse 1. And the reason why that's important, family, is because men, women wanting status, wanting people to look at them a certain way is nothing new under the sun. The Pharisees, the scribes, the Sadducees, these men who were in these groups, they wanted status. Korah, when we read in when he came against Moses, he wanted status. Men wanting status, women wanting status is no different. But in order to gain status, you have to be seen as an innovator. Oh, this person is saying something nobody else is talking about. The Lord must be with him. He got a different spirit on him. So you got to start to say things different. But the words, the Most High's word was already given. It's nothing for you to add or take away. There's no glory that you're going to get by speaking it, because it's not your words. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And Moses went and spake these words unto all Israel.
Right.
And he said unto them, I am 120 years old this day. I can no more go out and come in. Also, the Most High hath said unto me, thou shalt not go over this Jordan.
All right.
The Most High thy power, he will go over before thee, and he will destroy these nations.
He was going to destroy these nations, read.
From before thee.
And
thou shalt possess them. And Joshua, he shall go over before thee,
right,
as the Most High hath said. And the Most High shall do unto them as he did to Sihon and to Og, kings of the Amorites, and unto the land of them,
right,
whom he destroyed. And the Most High shall give them up before your face, that ye may do unto them according to all the commandments which I have commanded you.
Right.
Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Most High thy power, he it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee.
Right.
And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all Israel, be strong and of a good courage, for thou must go with this people unto the land which the Most High hath sworn unto their fathers to give them. And thou shalt cause them to inherit it.
Right.
And the Most High, he it is that doth go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed.
So all of this work, raising up Moses, now Joshua is taking over. The destructions of these kings, the promise to our forefathers, all this the Most High already had planned out. Right? All of this was already going to take place. Read verse 9.
Verse 9. And Moses wrote this law, right, and delivered it unto the priests, the sons of Levi, which bear the ark of the covenant, and the Most High, and unto all the elders of Israel. And Moses commanded them, saying, at the end of every 7 years, right, in the solemnity of the year of release, in the Feast of Tabernacles,
read,
when all Israel is come to appear before the Most High thy power, in the place which he shall choose, right, thou shalt read this law before all Israel.
Thou shalt read this law before all Israel. At the end of every 7 years, in the year of release, read,
in their hearing. Gather the people together,
right,
men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates,
right,
that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Most High your power, and observe to do all the words of this law,
right,
and that their children which have not known anything may hear and learn to fear the Most High your power,
right,
as long as ye live in the land whither ye go over Jordan to possess it.
Because see, we're fortunate that everybody can just go out and buy a Bible. It wasn't like our forefathers had the scriptures just laying around in their house. You had to go and seek it from the Levi. So every 7 years, Moses said, listen, when everybody's around, we're going to read this law. Because maybe this child didn't hear it. Maybe this man forgot. Or maybe there's a new doctrine that's being taught in the land of Manasseh, the land of Ephraim or Benjamin. All right? But when we get here together in Jerusalem, if you've been teaching something that is not correct, it's going to get exposed because everybody is here. Now let's see how Shai do that to these Pharisees. Let me get John chapter 7. Right? In the Feast of Tabernacles, that law is going to be, because guess what? We got 7 days, man. We got time. All right, we're going to go over this law. The Levites are going to break it down. We're going to ensure that our people are doing the things that the Most High commanded us. Because it's not your wisdom that's going to deliver us out of this captivity. It's the Most High's. Read that. John chapter 7 and verse 1.
This is the book of John, chapter 7 and verse 1. After these things, Yahushua walked in Galilee, for he would not walk in Jewry, because the Jews sought to kill him.
Right.
Now the Jews' Feast of Tabernacles was at hand.
The Feast of Tabernacles was at hand. So this is going down Feast of Tabernacles. So just like, they got memorials in America, July 4th, you want to do whatever, December 20, whatever. When memorable events happen, they record it, and they have annual, celebrations or memorials for it. So now we're reading something that went down with our king at the Feast of Tabernacles. So just picture yourself being there at this Feast of Tabernacles while this event is going down. Read.
Verse 3. His brethren therefore said unto him, depart hence, and go into Judea,
right,
that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest. For there is no man that doth anything in secret. and he himself seeketh to be known openly.
Right.
If thou do these things, show thyself to the world.
Let's say, hey, listen, man, you've been doing all these works. It's the Feast of Tabs. Everybody in town. And go do it openly, man. Show them boys who you is. Read.
Verse 5. Neither did his brethren believe in him.
Right.
Then Yahushua said unto them, my time is not yet come, but your time is always ready.
Y'all boys can go and do the work, right? Yes, I'm out here, I'm teaching our people, it's time to repent, but I still got some things that I gotta handle that coming directly from the Father. But y'all boys, go ahead, man. It's tabs? Definitely. Go take advantage of that. Read.
Verse 7. The world cannot hate you,
right?
But me it hateth, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil.
Read.
Go ye up into this feast. I go not up yet into this feast, for my time is not yet full come.
Read.
When he had said these words unto them, he abode still in Galilee. But when his brethren were gone up, then went he also up unto the feast.
Right.
Not openly, but as it were in secret.
Right.
Then the Jews sought him at the feast and said, where is he?
Where you say what?
Where is he?
Where is he? Right? They want to know where he is. Surely, even doing all these miracles, doing all this work, everybody in town, I know he got to be here somewhere. But like you said, he, kind of snuck in, incognito. They didn't want everybody to know where he was at. Now they beg the question, where is he? Read.
Verse 12. And there was much murmuring among the people concerning him.
Read.
For some said, he is a good man.
Some say he's a good man.
Others said, nay, but he deceived the people.
And some people went with the mindset, the narrative, the false narrative, that he deceived the people. Read.
Howbeit, no man spake openly of him for fear of the Jews.
No man, because you got some who believed in him, some who didn't. So everybody just whispering, murmuring, keeping their opinion to themselves, because they know if somebody around them feels contrary-wise to what they said, may be a problem. Read.
Verse 14. Now about the midst of the feast, Yahushua went up into the temple and taught.
Right.
And the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man letters, having never learned?
I said, they're like, first of all, who is this guy? All right. Remember, if you're not really in Jerusalem, if you're not really in that surrounding area, you don't really know too much about what's going on with Yahushua. Right? So now, they all asking the question, how do you know so much? He wasn't taught. You're not part of no group. You ain't part of the Pharisee. You ain't got no rabbi next to your name. Like, what's going on? How do you know so much? Read.
Verse 16. Yahushua answered them, my doctrine is not mine.
You say what?
My doctrine is not mine.
Read.
But his that sent me.
My doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. So in the Feast of Tabs, what is Yahushua teaching? The law. The true law. Not what the Pharisees done mingled into it. He's teaching, thus saith Yahweh. But people are marveled at it. Which means, for the past however many years, they've been coming to Tabs, and they've been hearing something else. Because they wondering, what's this? But he said, this is not my doctrine. This from the... So now everybody like, well, if you're talking about the Lord, and the Pharisees supposed to be teaching us the law, what have they been teaching us these past years? Because what he's saying right now don't sound nothing like what they've been saying. Read.
Verse 17. If any man will do his will.
If any man do the will of the Most High, read.
He shall know of the doctrine.
He shall know of the doctrine. Let me see who I'm going to pick. Brother Lemuel, what is the will of the Most High? His commandments? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? No, the will of the Most High? Barzal, what is the will of the Most High? So, go ahead.
Psalm 40 and 8.
Psalms 40 and 8. Let me get that. All right?
The book of Psalms, chapter 40 and verse 8. I delight to do thy will.
I delight to do thy will. Read.
Oh, my power. Yea, thy law.
Thy what?
Thy law.
Thy law, read.
Is within my heart.
Thy law is within thy heart. Delighting to do the will of the Most High, you will have the law in your heart. So now let's go back to John And read verse 17 again.
Con, this is the book of John, chapter 17, Salaki, chapter 7 and verse 17.
Uh-huh.
If any man will do his will,
If any man does the law of the Most High, read,
he shall know of the doctrine.
he shall know of the doctrine. If you do the laws of the Most High, you're going to know this doctrine that I'm talking about. So what Yahushua just exposed is, y'all have really been doing the bidding of the Pharisees, which they do give you the law, but then they start to manipulate it a little bit. So when you do thus saith the Lord, you'll understand what I'm talking about, because then you'll be serving the Most High in sincerity and truth. Keep reading.
Whether it be of the Most High, or whether I speak of myself.
So he's saying, listen, if you want to test what I'm saying, just do the will of the Most High and then compare it. And that's how we know when we look at these Christian churches, right? When we look at all these other religions, what is being taught in there is contrary to the word. That's why we can say the pastor is lying, the teaching a false doctrine. It's not because I feel that way about what he said. I'm just comparing it to what I read. All right? I didn't grow up in the church, but from what I heard, a lot of times your parents would tell you, listen to the pastor. Just listen to the pastor. Don't listen to the book. Just listen to the pastor. Whatever pastor say, that's what it is. All right? Maybe your parents didn't want to take the time to read it out for themselves. Maybe the pastor made them feel like challenging them was a sin against God himself. Whatever it was, we believed in what the man in the pulpit was saying. And Yahushua said, listen, you ain't gotta listen. You ain't gotta believe me. This law that's read at Tabernacles, compare it to what it is that I'm saying. And you tell me if it's of God or of myself. Read.
Verse 18. He that speaketh of himself,
right,
seeketh his own glory.
Seeketh his what?
His own glory.
You don't have your own glory. You don't have your own. Your glory comes from the Lord. Because before you went into the land of Israel, you was a slave in Egypt. Now what glory is that? You was a slave. With all the numbers you had, them Egyptians held you down, made you kiss their boot, gave you that brick and mortar, and told you to get to work. What glory you got? All right? No matter how much we tell the other nations of the judgment to come, you know what you got to do Monday morning? Clock in. When you look at your dollar bill, you know who you see? Right? Andrew Jackson, like Yuckin say, right? Even to this day, Esau looking you in the face saying, Negro, you still work for me. Benjamin Franklin looking at you like, you still need me, bro. Right? You desire me more than anything. Looking you dead in your face. Right? Looking you dead in your face, man. Till this day. What glory is that? What glory is that? Our glory is with the Most High and the Most High alone. In the Feast of Tabernacles, so bring that to your remembrance. You was a slave, bro. A slave. Nothing. And the Most High delivered you from it. And made you the greatest thing on earth. And you dare turn your back on him? You dare forget where you came from? You dare not humble yourself before his eyes? You want to be boastful? That's what you gonna do? After you was a slave, bro? David Banner did an interview with Shannon Sharp, and they were talking about something called a bullwhip. Alright? And they said there's few things on earth, David Banner says, few things on earth that hurt more than a bullwhip. Now we might have gotten spankings from our parents, bro, but you wasn't never tied up to no tree and hit with no bullwhip. I know that much. Alright? And if you knew all of that was happening because you didn't want to listen to the... I always think about this. Imagine you could time travel, go back in time, and you see one of your forefathers, no better yet, one of your foremothers, tied up to a tree, about to get hit with a bullwhip. And you say, listen, if you want to get off this tree, you got to keep the commandments of God. All right? And imagine, just imagine, if she had that information and was able to be free from that tree, how good she would feel about the commandments. All right? I was about to get bullwhipped on my back, and the commandments freed me from that. That's what Yahushua came to do from us, man. He came to free us from that sin, from that bondage, from the thing that kept us tied down. But you got to have faith in Yahushua and do what he said to do. Read.
But he that seeketh his glory,
But he that seeketh his glory,
that's in him,
Uh-huh.
the same is true.
right?
And no unrighteousness is in him.
But when you seek the glory of the Most High in doing the things that are pleasing in his sight, there's no unrighteousness in you, brother. Just do what the Lord said. You don't have, there is no glory for you without the Lord. You got to get that out of your head. There is no glory for you. All of these celebrities, movie stars we want to be, you want to be them until you find out they got colon cancer, right? Until you find out they got some type of venereal disease. These things that, I don't want their life, so, but you wanted it when they was on the screen, right? When they was rolling around, you wanted that life, but you didn't know the end thereof. Because you don't even know what it is they had to do to get it. You know everything that you receive in keeping the commandments is coming from God. So why not just do that? Because then you can trust in it. You can trust the source in which it came from. But when you go out there and you do things on your own whim, seeking your own glory, be careful, because that thing can lead to your destruction. And you'll never know it. Satan is crafty. You think he's going to let you know this is going to destroy you? Out of all the rappers that died, do the labels ever come out and say, we're so sorry, we lost little whatever? All right? We're so sorry we lost him. He was such a great man. We wanted to work with him. We're going to make sure his family is taken care of. All right? They don't do that. They don't do that. Because you were just a pawn, and I'm going to go and get another one. You have all the people who screamed your name. Once you passed away, there was nothing for you or your family. Nothing. The company said, thank you. I'm going to put your voice. We're going to keep getting these streams. And you're dead. So I don't have to split anything with you, man. You're dead. There is no glory for you. All you was known was as a rapper, and that was it. All you was known as a football player, you in the Hall of Fame, and that was it. That was it. Other than that, you have no reputation in the earth, no glory. We still speak about King David. We still speak about Moses. Why? Because they was rich? No. Because they did the will of Yah. That's the only reason why we talk about it. Or we talk about you because you didn't do the will of Yah. Like Jeroboam. Right? Jeroboam. Listen, if you call somebody Ahab. Right? Man, you got a King Ahab spirit. Brothers might want to fight you over that. Right? Hey, I'm King Ahab? That's crazy, bro. You gotta shoot me. Right? But it's either you're going to get rewarded for your righteousness or your wickedness. But there is no glory for you. Even if you're a king, but you're remembered for being wicked, where's your glory? There's no person on this earth who has more glory than a king. But even if you do wickedness in your kingship, you have no glory when it's all said and done. So what are you really looking for? Stop it. You're going to tire yourself out. Submit to Yah and let the Most High be glorified. Read.
Verse 19.
Uh-huh.
Did not Moses give you the law?
Right.
And yet none of you keepeth the law?
And what?
And yet none of you keepeth the law?
We had times. Yahushua bringing it out. He said, hey, Moses gave y'all the law, right? Because who did Moses deliver the law to in go back to Deuteronomy 31, right? Moses gave it to the Levites, right? They know, Yahushua know they got it, right? Y'all deal with the chief priest. I know the chief priest got the law in his office. I know, right? Don't act like he don't have it. Read that. 31 and verse 9. Right here. Yep. Read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 31 and verse 9.
Read.
And Moses wrote this law.
Right.
And delivered it unto the priests, the sons of Levi.
Read.
Which bear the ark of the covenant of the Most High, and unto all the elders of Israel.
Ain't no excuse. These Pharisees who are speaking, these teachers in the synagogue, y'all know y'all got the law. Moses gave it to y'all, but y'all not keeping it. Read.
Why go ye about to kill me?
Why go ye about to kill me? Now, watch this next verse. Because remember, everybody got to come where for tabs? Jerusalem. So now, these people, the response that we're going to read in the next verse, these are the people who are coming from far. to Jerusalem. What did they say? Read.
Verse 20.
Uh-huh.
The people answered and said, Thou hast a devil.
Thou hast a what?
A devil.
This man crazy. Read.
Who goeth about to kill thee?
Because they don't know the drama that's going down in Jerusalem and all throughout Judea. All right? They was way up top in Manasseh. They don't know what's going on down here. This ain't like the internet. You can go on the internet. Pharisees trying to kill Yahushua. Pharisees are tempted. They don't know. So they're like, man, this man tripping. He got a devil on. Read.
Yahushua answered and said unto them,
Read.
I have done one work, and ye all marvel.
Because Yahushua healed a man on the Sabbath day in John 5. Read.
Moses therefore gave unto you circumcision, not because it is of Moses, but of the fathers, and ye on the Sabbath day circumcise a man. If a man on the Sabbath day receive circumcision, that the law of Moses should not be broken.
Read.
Are ye angry at me?
Are ye angry at me? Read.
Because I have made a man every whit whole on the Sabbath day.
Yahushua put him in a box. Y'all boys do things on the Sabbath day to uphold the law of Moses. I healed a man on the Sabbath day, and y'all are angry at me. He exposing something. He's exposing something about these leaders who at times have obviously been teaching the people, thus saith them. Right? Read.
Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
Right.
Then said some of them of Jerusalem.
Then said some of them of Jerusalem.
Is not this he whom they seek to kill?
But the people in Jerusalem knew that the Pharisees and the scribes were trying to kill him. They knew what was going on. The people who came from far had no idea. But they said, yeah, hey, this is the man that they've been trying to kill. We know about that. Read.
But lo, he speaketh boldly.
He speaketh what?
Boldly.
Read.
And they say nothing unto him. Do the rulers know indeed that sin is that this is the very Christ?
So they're like, yo, everybody at tabs. We know he's trying to kill the man, but right now he's speaking to everybody. They about to go and take this news back to Ephraim, to Manasseh. Right? And they not doing nothing to stop him. Read.
Verse 27. Howbeit, we know this man whence he is. But when Christ cometh, no man knoweth whence he is.
Right.
Then cried Yahushua in the temple as he taught, saying, Ye both know me, and ye know whence I am.
Right.
And I am not come of myself,
Read.
but he that sent me is true, whom ye know not.
Whom what?
Whom ye know not.
Whom ye know not. Read.
But I know him.
But he said what?
But I know him.
Read.
For I am from him, and he hath sent me.
I know him, I am from him, and he hath sent me. We know the Most High. We know where we came from. We understand our history now. Let's not be ignorant. Let's not be ignorant. Let's not be arrogant. Because we know what we came from. Our forefathers had money. Now we ain't got it. Our forefathers was in the land flowing with milk and honey after coming out of a barren land, and now we in our enemy's land. We understand how this cycle works. We understand how we got here. And the Feast of Tabernacles is to bring back to our remembrance the inception of our independence. We started out as a free nation in humble beginnings. It should not be like us to get puffed up in mind. Because we know that we didn't get here without the mercy of the Most High. So what is there to get puffed up about? We should be rejoicing like the Most High commands us to do in this feast day. And we really have to meditate and self-examine, like the minister was going into earlier, ourselves. Because if you don't, Satan is waiting to devour you. Let me get Psalms 113. We'll finish that out with Psalms 113. We're going to read all the Psalms with you, 1 to 9.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 113.
Yeah.
And verse 1. Praise ye the Most High.
Right.
Praise ye servants, praise, O ye servants of the Most High.
Right.
Praise the name of the Most High.
Praise the name of the Most High. Read.
Blessed be the name of the Most High. From this time forth and forevermore.
From this time forth and even forevermore. That's how we should have felt about the Most High. Once he revealed himself unto us as a nation, praise should have been going through from our mouth unto the Most High from that time and even forevermore. Read.
Verse 3. From the rising of the sun unto the going down of the same. The Most High's name is to be praised.
Read.
The Most High is high above all nations.
Read.
And his glory
and his
above,
what?
And his glory.
And his glory, read.
Above the heavens.
Above the heavens. Your glory can't even reach the heavens. The Most High's glory is above the heavens. I keep harping on that, family, because in this life, believe it or not, that's what we try to focus on. We want to be known. We want people to look at us and say, oh, man, that brother, man, that sister, man, they live in, I want to be like them, right? It's a certain level of glory that you seek. Give it all to Yah. Somebody compliment you, all praise it to Yah. All right? That's how we get it. I know it may sound cliche, it sound like a formality. No. That's how we roll. You say, all glory to Yah. All praises to be unto Yah. Breakdown was good, all glory to Yah. You had an ailment, a brother was able to give you some herbs, some medicine to help, all glory to Yah. Somebody taught you a skill that allowed you to increase your income, all glory to Yah. Everything that we do amongst each other, all glory to Yah. Because in that wilderness, wasn't nobody able to feed nobody else unless the Most High fed us. You wasn't able to make quail fall out the sky. You wasn't able to bring no rain. You didn't have no oxen appear out of nowhere. You were powerless. The Most High showed his strength. Read.
Verse 5. Who is like unto the Most High our power?
Right.
Who dwelleth on high?
Read.
Who humbleth himself to behold the things that are in heaven and in the earth?
Read.
He raiseth up the poor out of the dust.
He takes the poor out of the dust. Read.
And lifted the needy out of the dunghill.
He lifted the needy out of the dunghill. Now let's see where he places these men, who he takes out of the dust, out of the dunghill. Read. That
he may set him with princes, even with the princes of his people.
The Most High just not leveling you up one level. The Most High giving you 70-fold, man, 100-fold. He took you from just being a dude on the block to a man of the Lord. A sister in the way to a woman of the Lord. And if you think that's a small thing, you're never going to reverence it enough to keep it. Right? Come on. You're never going to reverence it enough to keep it. It's going to start to become something that and I've had this mercy and this grace for a long time. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get back out there, deal with a little tribulation. You know, spice things up a little bit. Right? No, yeah, that's how it be, right? Because, hey, that's how it be. But sometimes people in relationships, that's the reason why it was getting boring. There wasn't enough excitement. They just spice things up. All right? I would ask my husband to do something, he would do it. Boring. All right? My wife is too good for me. I come home, I got meals cooked. All right? Sheesh. I can't even argue with her. Sometimes that's how it go. Right? Because we had this thing for so long. We prayed for it, we finally got it, and then it started to become the norm. And we wanted to switch things up. Read.
Verse 9. He maketh the barren woman to keep house, to be a joyful mother.
What? A what?
A joyful mother.
A what?
A joyful mother
Read.
Of children. Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High. That's not nothing we just gloss over, family. All right? You got to remember. Listen, man. In those times, a woman being barren, they was gonna let you feel it, right? We all know about Elka, Samuel's father's wives, right? He was going at it, right? She was getting on. I forget Samuel's mother's name, but his other wife was getting on Samuel's mom, bro. Then you ain't got children. I got all these children. You ain't got nothing, all right? It's I take a barren woman from being that to a joyful mother over her house. That's right. Like Rachel, right? Rachel was on Jacob's top. He trying to go to sleep. Jacob, we need to talk. Right? All right, sisters, don't be scared to smile. All right, it's all right. I understand, right? I know. You get in that bed, it's time to go to sleep. That's when that we need to talk come out, right? Go ahead, Kyle.
Samuel's mother was Hannah.
Hannah, come on. All praises, right? But we know that's how it go. On his top. And Jacob had to say, listen, you know how this works. I'm not the most high, right? Leah over there, well, on baby, what she's on? Baby number 5, 6 at the time? All right? Hey, I'm good, man. It's the most high just, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. It's just the most high's timing. But that's a blessing. We think it's just, I just read it. It's the word. It's just verse 9. It's only one verse. Oh, when you're that woman, matter of fact, let's get 1 Samuel 2. All right? Let's get 1 Samuel 2. Because we pull 1 Samuel 2 and 3. But we have to understand, 1 Samuel 2 and 3 is a part of Hannah's prayer unto the Most High. All right? Let's get that. Let's see how happy she was. So, hey, listen. Maybe I speak for myself, but I would assume most people do it. When you happy, you make all type of promises. You say all type, you in the moment, you say all type of stuff. Like, man, listen, man, you know what? I just got this money, man. Hey, listen, we all going out. Drinks on me, food on me. We all good. Y'all boys don't worry about nothing. See that bill, say $2,000, like, hey, man, well, I said all that, right? But you was happy, though. The check hit, right? You know, it hit, man. Now you making all type of promises. Right now you get a text message, hey man, when we going out again? I ain't gonna lie, y'all boys. I gotta chill. Right? I gotta chill, right? Because you forgot all the probably the debt you done had, all the other outstanding things you done fell behind on. You forgot you had to pay them, right? But you were just in that moment. So just like we read about that barren woman being a joyful mother, that's not something light. That's the Most High bringing us joy. We were in a barren land. And we went and became joyful inhabitants. If I go from looking outside to nothing, and then I turn around and I got a mango tree, I got a pear tree, I got an apple tree, I got grapes growing on the vine, I don't gotta go to Walmart for none of this. Big tree, giving big harvest all the time. Because guess what? We were harvesting during the Feast of Tabernacles. The Most High was blessing the land itself. I can't wait to taste what a real orange tastes like, what a real grape tastes like when we get back. And we don't know what's going on with these fruits now, right? It's still the healthiest option, but still you gotta wonder. I can't wait to taste that. To have acres of land. Have a horse I can go and ride or something, man. I think about those things because what America can offer you, it can't compare to what the Lord had for us, man. All right? You walk outside, man, you got servants tilling your ground, taking care of your livestock, right? Kill you a lamb right there and have it prepared, man. Fresh. My mom always tell me, oh, we never knew how good we had it in Jamaica. Go outside and get the mango tree. Get the guinea. Get the star fruit. She always said that we never knew how good we had it. Until you come to America and you don't know what's in your food. But it was Jamaica. You go out, you get food. You bring it back home, you cook it. That's just what it was. Until now you come here to America, being in Jamaica, that was the goal. All right, get you a visa, come to the States. Then you get in, you realize, damn, you gotta pay for everything. And the stuff you pay for is not even good. Right? So we have to remember, I know I keep harping it, but you gotta remember. That's why I started off with that Ecclesiastes. In the day of prosperity, there's no remembrance of adversity. You forget all about it. And you move as if you didn't come from humble beginnings. And the Most High says, all right, well, I'll remind you. But instead of doing it in a chastising way, you know what he did? Here go tabs, 7 days. Rejoice, be happy. But just bring to remembrance, this is where we came from. Or I can chastise you for like 15 years. Which one you choose, right? Which one you gonna choose? You want a 15-year chastisement, or would you take an 8-day vacation? All right? Some of us can only come out for the opening. Gotta go back to the plantation tomorrow. In our kingdom, it's shut down. We get tabs. Because we're the store owners now. Right? We own the business now. There's no one telling us nothing in our kingdom. Furthermore, who's the king? Yahushua. Right? Shops are closed. Everybody is at tabs. And it's going to be live. Alright? Imagine we get to rejoice with our king, man. In that kingdom. Tabs going to be crazy. I don't care what party you ever been to. I don't care what celebrity you thought you know or who you saw. Nothing is going to beat the feast days when we are with Hamashiach. Let's believe that. Alright? Let's believe that. Let's read.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Right?
Talk no more so exceeding proudly.
Start at verse 1.
Verse 1. And Hannah prayed and said.
Now Hannah prayed. Read. Remember, she was barren. Hannah is praying now because she's being reviled by her sister wife about how she's not having no children. Read.
And Hannah prayed and said, my heart rejoiceth in the Most High.
Right.
Mine horn is exalted in the Most High. My mouth is enlarged over mine enemies.
Right.
Because I rejoice in thy salvation. There is none holy as the Most High, for there is none beside thee. Neither is there any rock like our power.
Right.
Talk no more exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Don't let arrogancy come out of your mouth. Read.
For the Most High is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
Because Hannah promised, give me that son, I'll give him back to you. That's what she said. So she know, listen, all that talk don't do nothing. Actions have to be weighed. And the Most High is not stupid, right? He knows if you're going to do it or not. So what Hannah is speaking to is the sincerity, right? And not her own glory. She's not looking to go and show Samuel, got my baby now, what y'all going to tell me now? Got my baby. Samuel, man of the Lord, your son ain't dedicated, all right? She ain't gonna give me my glory campaign. She was thankful for the Lord because she prayed unto the Lord, and the Lord lifted up out of a place of reproach and gave her a son. Now she's a joyful mother. Read.
Verse 4. The bows of the mighty men are broken.
Right.
And they that stumble are girt with strength. That they were full have hired out themselves for bread, and they that were hungry ceased, so that the barren hath borne 7,
right,
and she that hath many children is waxed feeble.
And she that has many children has waxed feeble. So what can go to show you? You can boast in something, right? And then the Most High do what? Take it all away from you. Because he could turn those 7 children into delinquents. You were talking about all these children you had, and now they are monsters terrorizing the neighborhood. And you stressed. All right? I never forget, I don't remember what show it was, but it was this mother in New Orleans. And she spoke about how she lost all 4 of her sons to the streets. Now, I could only imagine the first call, right? Because she get to see her other 3 sons. And then the second call, now it's down to 2 sons. And then the third call, now she got her last son. What type of prayers do you think she was sending up to the Lord? Strong prayers, Ak. Strong. Strong. Because she has 1 son left. And Satan took him too. Alright? And Satan took him too. Because the streets of New Orleans gobbled all of them up. That's a crazy thing to think about, right? But imagine the barren woman who had that 1 child and whose life was preserved and who became to be a great man. That's what we give glory to the Most High to, man, that he preserve us, man. That he lead us through this life, that he knows it's tough, he the one created it. But he gave us the tools in order to overcome anything that comes our way. Just by trusting in him. Let me get Baruch chapter 3. Let's start at verse 1. No, it's Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. All right? The book of Baruch, if you just read it in its entirety, Baruch is letting it be known, or is admitting, we messed up. We committed wickedness. There is absolutely no excuse for what me and my people have done. But Most High, please do not allow us to be under the Babylonians for too long. Because these guys over here are wild. Right? Them boys are wild. Please do not allow us to be under their rulership for too long. And his sentiment was sincere because he wasn't making an excuse for anything that the nation has done. He didn't make no excuse. He admitted to everything, but he asked the Most High for forgiveness. And when you read it, you don't hear the sincerity as if you could hear Baruch's voice yourself. Because nothing in the book of Baruch shows anything of pride, of arrogancy. It shows true humility. And when you acknowledge when you have transgressed against the Lord. So let's read chapter 4.
Book of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
Right.
And the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Right.
But such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Read.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof. That thou mayest be illuminated.
Read.
Give not thy honor to another.
Give not thy honor to another. Read.
Nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
So you shouldn't exchange this relationship, this covenant, this holiness that we have with the Most High for anything that man can offer you. Because what is that truly going to profit you? Remember, King Manasseh was dragged out of his... What, you think he don't have bodyguards? You think he was in the crib by himself? This is a king. You don't think he has armed guards? And the Most High sent the Assyrians in, and they took him and brought him to be a captive. That's why you have the prayer of Manasseh. And what did Manasseh say? Most High, the judgment you have reserved to me, don't keep it around. Just remove it out the way. Don't keep it in your back pocket. Don't keep it close. Right? Just like when your parents, they put the belt right here. Move again. Alright? Try me again. Alright? They got it. They want you to see the judgment that's coming if you play with them. Most High said, nah. Manasseh said, nah, Most High, remove it. And the Most High set him back to being the king. No different than us. Right? No different than us. Went from a lower state, exalted, back down to low. Right back down to low. It's no different. And just like Manasseh had to understand, the Most High is the one. I'm not the king of anybody. Right? I'm a servant of Yah. That's all it is. When James and John asked about who was going to be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, what did Yahweh reply to them? That they shouldn't be like what? They shouldn't be like the Gentiles. They shouldn't be like the heathen who use their authority to assert over their fellow brethren. The greater you are, the more of service you should be. That's how we think in our nation. If I'm here, I want to serve as if I was here. I want to be to service of my people. Not for my own glory, but for the glory of Yah. Because we know that the natural man's mind is, I'm king. I don't got to do nothing. All right? But how did that work out for Rehoboam? When he felt as king, he can answer the people anyway. You know what they said? Well, we just not going to listen to you. What do you think this is? You don't own us. Right? You a servant of Yah. Now you talking about something, you going to make your pinky finger, right, heavier than your father's loins. We're gone. We're out of here. Right? We're going to make ourselves our own king. We got to listen to you. And Rehoboam had to get up out the country because he realized, yo, I had the wrong idea about this kingship. I just can't say anything and it's done. Right? Saul was made king. And once he disobeyed the Lord, and the Lord said, all right, your time done. Now I got David. He did everything to try to keep his power. Did it work? No. It didn't work. Now David was Solomon's father. But when Solomon transgressed against the Lord, and the Most High anointed another, what did Solomon try to do? He tried to kill that young man too. So that Solomon's father, his life was sought after because he was anointed to replace Saul. And then when Solomon was sought to be replaced, he wanted to kill him also. But I know when his father was telling him the story about how Saul was trying to kill him, because Saul messed up and the Lord anointed him, I know he was like, dang, God, why Saul gonna do that? He act like he didn't know he did wrong. On one hand, Solomon could understand that. But nobody wants to lose their position of power. And when you get in this truth, you start to see it. Nobody wants to lose that position of power. Right? If you was at the top, everybody was watching your videos, everybody was subscribed to your channels, right? Everybody was shouting out your name. When the Most High bring you down, you try to hold on to that glory. You try to hold on to that image. And in doing so, you just destroy yourself more and more. It's a hard fall. We see it even now today. Because see, this thing is ours. This truth, these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High gave it unto us. Right? So when you start to rise because of it, but then the Most High finds you out and abase you, now you try to hold on to something. But it wasn't yours. The glory was never yours. It was always the Lord's. And now He's going to rise somebody else up. This happened all, when you read the book of Kings and Chronicles, that's everything that's going on. Kings trying to hold on to power. And the Most High saying, nope, you out, he's in. Oh, you out, he's in. Oh, you out, he's in. Just like that. Oh no, Most High didn't care. You're only king because I made you that. You're only the greatest nation on earth, Israel, because the Lord made you it. Every other human being has the same anatomy, but they can't jump as high as us. They can't run as fast as us. They can't. Why? Why? There has to be a reason for the difference of the same species. The Most High is that difference. I gave the children of Israel my spirit, which means they are going to be capable of doing things that no other people can do. Read.
Verse 4.
O
Israel.
Oh what?
O Israel.
O Israel, read.
Happy are we.
You say what?
Happy are we.
Happy are we, read.
For things that are pleasing to the Most High.
For things that are pleasing unto Yahweh.
Are made known unto us.
Are made known unto us. And when were these commandments made known unto us? In the wilderness. In the very place where we murmured against the Lord repaid us with kindness and mercy by giving us the things that He's pleased in. The Most High put us in a hedge, in protection. You keep the commandments, I bless you. When I bless you, you're going to praise me. Through your praising of me, I'm going to give you more blessings. It's never-ending blessings. I got all the blessings set up for you. I just need obedience and praise. That's it. I'm not asking for too much. You give me obedience and praise, I got you for life. Remember, one of the blessings that was supposed to be that none of our women would be barren. That our storehouse would always be full. Imagine you got 7 children to feed, ain't nothing in your house. That's when you start to think about that blessing. When it's just you, and you can go and get you a meal for $20, you can stretch something out for the week for $30, so what if the Most High was going to give me a full stack? I'm good, I can survive. Not when you got them 7 children, right? Not when you got them 7, you want that storehouse to be full. You want to open up that pantry and it's magically packed out. Right? You want to. Because you know you got mouths to feed. A lot of us, we disregard the blessings that the Most High set up for us because we aren't in need of them yet. It's insignificant to our life. But in the day that you need it, You're going to pray 7 times a day, facing the east, hands spread apart, perfect form, everything. Right? Right? It's everything. Shoulders burning, you're going to say, keep going, keep going. Right? You're going to talk yourself through that prayer because you are in need. Any other day, I'm not about to make sure go sleep. Right? Let's keep it real, fam. You had a good day, you feeling yourself? You already laying down? Oh, I'll just pray in bed. All right, you a sister, you probably throw the sheet over your head. Whatever, I gotta have my head covered, right? Y'all laugh because y'all know it's true. Right? Y'all grab anything, a book, whatever, put on top of your head, whatever. Right? And you get to praying, man.
Oh, man.
Right? And be like that because while you had a good day, everything went your way. But tomorrow, when that morning don't start off right, Yahweh, please, man, please. Just make my day go, well, don't let Satan get me today, please. Right? But nah, yesterday you was chilling. Yesterday you didn't need me. Right? You didn't want to pray. You ran out the house in the morning. You didn't say your midday prayer. You didn't say nothing. You didn't even talk to me yesterday. All right? I just had to tap you on the shoulder, let you know I still exist, man. All right? But that's out of love. Because I could have just let you keep on doing what you're doing, man. And then you would have fell into that pit that's waiting for you 2 years later. See, the Most High let you build yourself up before he take you down. He ain't gonna take you out yet. All right? He ain't gonna take you out yet. He gonna let you keep thinking, deceiving yourself that you got it figured out. He gonna wait till you get it all, then he gonna say, thank you. All right? I let you build this up, so I give it to somebody else. That's how we see the Most High operate. He gonna let you build up so he can take it away from you. The Most High is building us back up now. We have to acknowledge that. You are not here because you decided to come up and camp. First of all, most of us don't even really rock like that. Camping? Nah, man, can't do that. Got coyotes and El Chupacabra, right? All right out here, man. All right, I'm not camping now. I'm staying right. I'm at the crib. I ain't for 7 days. No, I'm tripping. I give you a day, but I'm not about to be in the wilderness for 7 days. You're not out here because you want to be, right? Because it was just in your nature. No. You out here because thus saith the Lord. Alright, let's keep reading. In Baruch.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we,
right?
For things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. Be of good cheer.
Be of what?
Be of good cheer.
Be of good cheer, read.
My people, the memorial of Israel.
Read.
Ye were sold to the nations. Not for your destruction,
right?
But because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies.
Read.
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High.
So the Most High said, you in this captivity, not for your destruction. I didn't just say, hey, you know what? Let me just go ahead and destroy these guys. Alright? Like we wake up, we look at something in our house and be like, I think I need to throw this out. Alright? No, the Most High said, listen, you provoked me to anger. You were sacrificing the thing I told you to do, but not to me. You did it unto the devils. That was me and your thing. You did it with somebody else. Right? Like I was bringing out in the memorial of the trumpets. Right? As a man, you can feel that. You provide your wife with something, you bless her with something, and she take it and give it to the next man. She bring it to the next man. Like, dang, that was our handshake. That was our lingo. That was our place to go out and eat. This is where I met you. This is where I met you. Oh, no.
That's wild.
Right? I met you here. I gave you the ring. All right? Every kiss begins with K. I was in the store. I was there. I seen the commercial. I said, yeah, I'm going to go get that for her. Right? They asked me if I wanted the credit card. I said, yeah. I put it on the credit card. I got you what you know. Right? Still making the payments. And you out here with this guy. Took everything we built, gave it to the next man. And for what? For what? Alright? Then he cast you to the side. Now you want to come back. And see, that's where the Most High, that's where you see the Most High's, because no man under this tent is going for that. No, you finished. It's over with. Go on about your business. So see, the Most High said, hey, I'll come on back. We're gonna have to renew this covenant though. we have to do this covenant, man, right? I need y'all to be different when y'all come back to me. But you gotta look at it that way. We took what the Most High gave unto us, man, and we went and gave it to somebody else like it was nothing. All that he did for us. And the Most High sit back like, it's not like y'all not doing it, y'all just don't want to do it with me. What's the problem? Like, how bad am I? Right? Sisters, you say you want a man of the Lord? Guess what? A man of the Lord is going to have discipline in his household. It's going to be discipline in his household. And imagine you forsake that man because you say, he was too many rules. He had the commandments. He had 5 plaques on the wall. Everything Torah, got a shofar. You know what I'm saying? Got a painting of the tabernacle. Just everywhere I turned, I just felt like there was so much righteousness in the house. Right? I'm cooking Leviticus 11 on the wall, like, hey. But guess what? That's where that provision that provided, that love that you long so much for, that's where it's going to come from. That's where it's going to come from. Because had not the Lord said in Exodus 22:16 that you got to marry that woman that you lay down with, trust me, a man's mind is different. That love, that care is through the commandment of the Lord. The feeding of the poor is through the commandment of the Lord. If it was up to us, we would glean the whole field. I ain't worried about him. This is my plot of land. Right? I ain't telling him to go out here and do foolishness. But through the commandment of the Lord, the poor eat. Through the commandment of the Lord, the widow and the fatherless are taken care of. Not because you would want to, but because the Most High said that you are going to do this. So when we see somebody poor on the street, we help them out. Not because you want to, but because the Lord said so. Because some of them, you help them out one day and they'll cuss you out the next day. And guess what? You got to forgive them and help them out the following day. Alright? I helped out, and this is not tomorrow, but I'm just making a story. I helped out one of our sisters who was on the street, gave her some food. The next day, I seen her smoking some blacks. This woman cussed me out like a dog and told me that her doctor told her that this is what she need to do to get better. I said, all right, no problem, right? And I'll say for about 2-3 days, I was kind of like, I ain't rocking with you. But then I had to remember, she out here, she on the streets, Satan got her mind in a chokehold. Yeah, the sister dealt with the sister like I would usually do. If I have something, hey, you got it. Because how can I hold that grudge against one of our sisters who was on the street? Regardless of how I felt, I had to get that out of my spirit because it's a commandment of the Lord to me to help my people. Straight like that. And that's how we come back to the unity that the Most High prescribed. Because obviously other people are gathering, don't know what they got going on, don't really care. I know what they know the Lord. That's the difference. Same part, 2 different nations. One is gathered because of the Lord, and one just set up a camping there. There's nothing special about it. They cook, they feast, they got their little ones with them too. But we got the Most High. They don't. And the Most High, man, listen, he's going to show his glory one way or another. A few more verses in Baruch 4, then we're going to close it out. Go ahead.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 8.
Read.
Ye have forgotten the everlasting power.
Say it again.
Ye have forgotten the everlasting power.
Read.
That brought you up. And ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
And ye have grieved Jerusalem that have nursed you. You wanted to be with the Moabites and the Ammonites, right? You want to go over there and see what they got going on. Because you like the General Sour chicken, you got the Kung Pao chicken, right? But the land of Benjamin right there, you could have went and got the jerk, the curry, you feel me? You got Ephraim over there, get you some good food. But you want to go over here and deal with the people who don't hear nothing about you. who know nothing about your God, right? Except that he took y'all from Egypt and brought y'all into this land, right? Because those Gibeonites, they made a pact real quick. Because they heard about how we was taking over the land, man. They wanted to be down with us. Because they realized, yeah, these guys not going to lose. They made it out of Egypt, bro. They made it out of Egypt. Whoever got them out of Egypt, yeah, we don't stand no chance. They made it out of Egypt, bro. They defeated the big dog. Alright? That's like somebody knocking out Mike Tyson and you think you're going to run up behind him and say, yeah, but you going to do that to me, though. Right. Let's sit down. Right? Now I'm talking about prime Mike. Alright? If you see him get, hey, listen, bro. I was just walking this way. Alright? I don't want no smoke. I was just walking this way. The power that we serve is unmatched, family. But we forgot the Lord. And we grieved Jerusalem. Our land. Our land. If we that happy to have our own house in America, how much so our own land? How much so our own land? Alright? I came in, man, I left my trunk open, everything. My mind is different when I'm around my family. My mind is very different. We were just at camp the other day. I left my water bottle on top of the car and it got took. Alright? My water bottle, bro. Took. It is what it is. But when I'm around my family, I'm not even worried about that. Keep reading?
Yeah. Verse 9.
Right?
For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Sion.
Read.
The Most High hath brought upon me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters,
right,
which the everlasting brought upon them.
So the Most High has brought this captivity upon us, family. But the Most High is the same one who delivered us out of the house of bondage, out of the land of Egypt. So family, I'm going to say it one more time again. As we rejoicing, as we having fun for these next 7 days, please call to remembrance that this is a reminder of our humble beginnings. And the Most High has been walking with us ever since to call us back unto him, to now make us inherit